Okay, let me be, let me be clear. Let me be clear for all the people that weren't here. I don't know when I did this topic a couple of days ago, and to those of you that are new here, listen. I am not in agreement. I am not in one. Let me not say I'm not. I am not in 100% agreement with what the man in this audio said. Okay, me personally, I do not believe that black women are to blame for DL men. However, what I do believe is that as a community, I do believe that if our community was acknowledged that there is a such thing as a bisexual man, I do believe that if our community started accepting, being more accepting of these bisexual men, I personally do believe that there won't be a lot of men cosplaying as straight. There won't be a lot of DL men um, because they'll be able to be accepted. They'll be able to feel comfortable in their own skin and in their own sexuality. But I do not believe. I'm talking about me personally. I'm not talking about any other men in here. Me personally, I do not believe that black women are to be blamed for these down low men. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring Genty and Lay Love. Uh, Genty, what's good, man?
What up, my Negro?
Lay Love, how you doing, man?
Hello, it's Lee.
Lee, I'm sorry. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. Miss Lee, how do you feel about how do you feel about what this man in the audio had to say?
Basically, I feel like y'all need to stop blaming, well, what he said, not necessarily you, but y'all
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
I got
stop
you.
blaming black women for y'all's problems. If y'all want to be on the down low, take accountability for being down on the DL. And then, as black men, y'all need to hold yourselves accountable and your homeboys accountable for being on the DL.
But
This
what's wrong
doesn't,
with being on the DL? My fault.
huh?
What's wrong with being on the DL? Like,
There's the problem is you're not being transparent. There's not a problem with being bisexual, being gay, whatever your preference is. There's a problem when you lie about it. That's the problem.
well, maybe they're not comfortable with coming out yet. You feel me? Like, that's why they're probably keeping it up.
Okay, but that's on them, right? That's not on anybody else. That's on them. Like if
So
you're a liar, just say you're a liar.
but Miss Lee, and listen, I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm really just trying to like see things from both sides. And I am a straight heterosexual man, always have been, always will be. But my thing is, for these men, and I'm not one of these men, but I'm just gonna try to put myself in their shoes. Like I said, me personally, I believe that our community, just men and women as a whole, I believe that most of us are not accepting and do not acknowledge that a bisexual black man even exists. Like I believe that mostly in our community, if a man is emotionally um, physically and or has done something sexual with a man before, he's automatically categorized as gay. And
So,
one second. And
right.
my whole thing, Lee, is I personally believe that if because like men are going to be men at the end of the day. So like even if black men don't want to change and become more accepting of this group of men, I personally think that and again, women can like whatever they like at the end of the day. So if a woman doesn't want to date a man that's been sexual with another man, that's her prerogative and she's within all of her right to like, for that to be her prerogative. But I think that if the woman started being more acknowledging and accepting of them, I personally think that this would be less of a problem. But that's just my personal belief.
Sir, there's going to be people throughout your whole life that are not going to accept you. The white man doesn't accept you as a black man. The thing is, you have to accept yourself. When you accept yourself, you won't care who don't accept you. If a DL man, right, if he want to be on the DL, or whatever, and somebody don't accept them, guess what? Move on to the person that's going to accept you. Me personally, I prefer a heterosexual man. That's my preference. Now, that doesn't mean I'm against y'all. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm against gay or trans men or whatever. That doesn't mean I'm against you. I'm not going to, tease you or bully you or whatever. You need to accept yourself. That's the thing. That's the problem with people. They don't accept themselves. And then they expect other people to accept them and hold a space of comfortability. No, it's not our job.
But Lay, you gotta understand there's a risk of getting beat up, attacked, or exposed when you do come out. That's why people hold it in. They don't really they choose to be DL. And even though you explained, I still don't think there's anything wrong with being DL. Like if that's how you want to operate, you do that. It's not being sneaky or nothing. Like you just living your life.
No, Chase. It's definitely, I can't agree with you on that. It's definitely deceptive. But however, Lee, you're the same woman that also in these comments not too long ago, you said verbatim that if a man and we have Genty in here. I'm gonna have Genty speak in a second. You said verbatim, ma'am, that if a man does anything sexual with another man, he is automatically gay.
Right.
Wait, she said that?
She said that, Genty.
Lay low.
One second. I'm gonna let you speak. 1 second. Okay. And Lay, again, that's why I called it out right away, because that is the problem in the Black community. We do not acknowledge such a thing as a bisexual man. We will and have no problem acknowledging a bisexual woman, kind of like what the man referenced in the video. But like what you said and what we do in our community, that is problematic. So even me being a heterosexual man, if when you say stuff like that, I can kind of understand why a man that is bisexual may not want to present himself as bisexual and be on the DL.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Okay, so what I'm saying, that if you are a bisexual man, that means you are attracted to men and women. That means you have intercourse with men and women. So yes, you are still gay. You are attracted to both of the sexes.
What?
But you're still gay.
I disagree. I highly disagree.
No, lay love.
Two things can be true at once.
You're 1,000% wrong. You are factually incorrect. You're spreading misinformation, beloved. That's wrong what you're doing. Like, very wrong and very problematic. You are not gay if you are attracted to multiple sexes. You are just not straight, but you're not gay. That's why they have different sexualities in the first place. If you're bi, you are attracted to both men and women. If you are a bisexual man, just because I find a man attractive doesn't mean I want to date one. That's me right here. I'm a pansexual actually. I'm a pansexual man that is engaged and is about to be married, right, to a straight cis woman. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm choosing to date a woman because I don't want to date a man. I find men attractive. They I guess, I don't know. I guess just looking at a man, that they turn me on, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But I don't see myself dating one. I've always seen myself dating a woman. That does not make me gay. Mm-hmm. So gay means you are only attracted.
Let him finish, please. Let him finish.
Okay. Gay means you only date and are attracted to the same sex you are. That's what gay is. You guys have to stop coming in these lives spreading misinformation. You guys sound like white people when y'all do that.
My thing is like, all right, but what does it matter if you're DL? DL means you're attracted or you have intercourse with men on the down low. So I'm not understanding how that's not gay.
Miss Lay, he literally just told you, and again, like Genty just said, that is why there is categories for this. A straight person is a man that is, specifically or strictly interested in women, or a man that is strictly interested in women and a woman that is strictly interested in men. Like he said, someone that is gay by definition is a man that is specifically interested in men. A lesbian is a woman that is specifically interested in women. A bisexual person is a man or woman that is interested in both. So there's not. It's not like you're.
I can see
It's not like you're.
that.
It's not like you're. It's not like you're lesbian and straight, or lesbian and bi. It's not like you're gay and bi. No, you're gay. You're lesbian. You're straight. You're bisexual. So we need to acknowledge. Again, we need to acknowledge that there is no such thing as a bisexual man. But when you say stuff
That's
like you said
crazy.
earlier, that's the problem.
The
They like
fact
to
that
play
this has to be
semantics when it
explained is
comes to men.
wild. In 2023, if this has to be explained, that's pretty crazy. Like, it's not that hard to comprehend. You are not
We gotta
gay.
explain it to old
Like
people.
I'm not, like, for you to sit here and repeatedly tell me right when I'm here that I'm gay when I'm telling you I'm not is pretty crazy. Like, if you was to say you're not something, and you're factually proven to me that that you're not that something, I keep telling you that you're that something.
I get
That
it.
would-
I get it.
Right. You guys got to stop doing that. And I'm specifically speaking on people in our community who have these viewpoints. You have to stop doing that. Now, before I let the gentleman Storm Hall speak, I wanted to piggyback and be the second person to answer the question that you were just asking Miss Lay, right? About that video. I made a video about this today, and I'm going to state what the issue is and why men are DL, right? Men are not DL because of homophobic black women. That is not the main reason why. That's a part of it, sure, but that is not the main reason why. The main reason why is because men that are DL are afraid of other straight men. You're afraid of them. You're afraid of them for multiple reasons. One, you want to impress them so bad. That's your insecurity. Two, you are afraid that they're going to unalive you. Unfortunately, that is not the black woman's fault. Even if most of them or some of them or half of them, whatever, are homophobic. Unfortunately, it is not their fault, because there are black women out there that are into men like me. So that's no excuse to fully blame it on them. That's childish and low-key kind of misogynistic. You got to stop doing that. It is because you are afraid and are too damn worried about what another man thinks. If a man is really straight, he should not care what your sexuality is. If he is that insecure that he cannot be around you, then baby, I got some news to tell you. He might be DL too. You notice how I'm in this man's panel right now. He ain't got no problem with my sexuality. He ain't got no problem with him speaking to me and this, that, and the third, because he's secure in his sexuality.
Thanks.
So if you really sitting here being DL and causing, potential harm to women and stuff like that because you want to keep a secret, right? You're doing it for the wrong reasons. It's not their fault. It's the men you trying to impress and the men you're afraid of. Again, if they're really straight men, they don't care what you are and what your sexuality is. Period.
Shit crazy.
And one thing I want before you speak, OG, I want Genty made a very bold, very bold and honestly controversial statement the other day. Genty, you said that you believe that one group of people are the most homophobic group of people on the planet.
With my whole chest, black people, in my humblest opinion, are the most homophobic race in the world. That is my opinion.
And that is not
That's
true.
That's my
That is
opinion.
not true.
That's
my
true.
opinion.
That is not true.
I'll explain why that is my opinion, right? In every space I have been in my 33 years of living, whether on the internet or off the internet, I felt more comfortable in other spaces, Hispanic, white, Asian, Arabic spaces, while me being myself. I can wear acrylics and cross dress in those spaces and not get a dirty look. But when I go to a hood club, or I go to a black space, or I go to a black gathering, I get judged like crazy. And that's just in real life. Now imagine these lives. Look at these comment sections right now in this live. And you telling me half of them or majority of them ain't homophobic to me right now? Come on.
But see,
Shorty
that's
just told
only
me I'm straight
because
up gay when I'm not. Like, come on.
that's because when you
That was my
engage
opinion.
other
Come on, let's do
cultures
the
and
facts
other
and figures.
ethnicities,
That was my
you're
like,
engaging
come on
the
now.
homosexual aspect of that other culture or that other ethnicity. When you engage black people, you engage all black people. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, there's no Arabic man that's it's acceptable to homosexuality because it's against Sharia law. They put homosexuals to death in Arabic cultures.
What are you talking about? I
When
never.
you just said you can go into other cultures and you
I
feel
didn't
more
say
accepted.
cultures. I said spaces. Spaces.
Yeah,
Like
even
if I went to
and
like a
when you
bar, or restaurant,
when
or
you
like
said
stuff like
other
that.
spaces, you started naming different ethnicities of people. And see, when you start saying different ethnicities of people, that's what I spoke to. When you go into these different ethnicities of people, you're going to the homosexual aspect of that different ethnicity of people. When you
No,
come
I'm
to the
not.
black community, you come to all of us.
No, that's not. That's not at all what I said. What did I sit here and say that I went to a gay club full of Arabic people? I never
That's
said that.
not what I'm saying. You said when you go to other spaces of different
Mm-hmm.
ethnicities of people, you feel more accepted. There's
Yes.
no group of Arabic men that are going to accept you as a homosexual. I know
How
that
you
for a
gonna
fact.
how you gonna tell me what I literally walked into and been at? You wasn't there.
You right,
I'm
bro.
telling you
You right.
my
You
experience.
right.
Like
I'm
right,
telling you what
you can't
Sharia
tell
law
me what
is.
like do you, like no hear what I'm saying. Like who are you to tell me where I've been at and how and what I experienced? You wasn't there. You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you
Respectfully, I'm
as a
not
man
attacking
that
you.
practices Islam who's been around Arabic men and to tell you what will happen to you.
My man, I'm literally telling you, I have been to these spaces where I was rocking acrylics, wearing cross dressing, doing whatever, doing my most Dennis Rodman impression, and nothing happened to me, and nobody gave me a dirty look. I know
Because
it's
you
hard for
probably
you.
were around Arabic men who were
I
also
know it's hard
homosexual.
for you to accept, but our community
It's
is
not so hard for
extremely
me to accept
homo.
because,
Yes, it is because you're
like just
combating
like you said
what my
previously,
experiences are, and you're telling me that my experiences
just
didn't
like you
happen when
said
it did
previously,
because you can't
straight
accept the
men
fact
or
that
what you
I'm
call
low key kind
cisgender
of
men
right.
shouldn't have a problem with. I have no problem with homosexual men because guess what? They don't impact me. I'm a straight man, a cisgender man, whatever you call. To me, homosexual men have no impact on my life because I'm a straight man,
Okay.
straight up.
Okay.
Okay, but okay, one second, Lee. But OG, as far as because I saw what you said in the comments. You disagree with him about black people being the most homophobic, and you said that you
Black
believe.
people are very homophobic against homosexual males. I agree with that. Black lesbian females run roughshod in the black community. Run
You guys
roughshod.
fetishize them like crazy. Are you kidding me?
Who fetishizes them?
Black straight men
I
fetishize the
no
hell out of women on women. Yes, you guys
a
do.
lot of black men are very acceptable to lesbianism. I'm not one of them.
Wow.
I think it's very very crazy that black men are attracted to women that are attracted to other women.
But
Oh.
but but OG. So you agree with what he just said then, right? Because he
Yeah, I
just said
do. I do agree that a lot of black men are very toxic towards homosexual or bisexual men. I agree with that.
no. Genty said that a large percentage of black men fetishize
Oh
lesbian.
yeah, I agree with that
Okay.
100%. That's just because they think when black women practice lesbianism that somehow they can incorporate themselves and interject themselves into that and have threesomes and that I agree with that
Right.
wholeheartedly.
Right. But you also said, OG, that you believe that black people are the most accepting, and I.
That's not what I said. I said that
Okay.
black as far as it goes with men, they are not at all. At all. They're very toxic. They're homosexual males and bisexual males. But when it comes to black lesbian females are not showing the same vitriol as black homosexual males are shown.
Right.
Which is true. I agree with that. You're right about that. But to
Black
say that
lesbianism is
what
almost widely accepted in the black community.
but
Black lesbian, and when I say black lesbians, I mean stud lesbians, run roughshod in the black community.
but you're missing what I'm saying. You are correct about one thing. Black queer men are not as accepted as black queer women. You are right. But to sit here and make it seem like no one has a problem in the black community with black queer men and women is straight cap. Like you guys may be like, oh, that's cool, but y'all still fetishize the hell out of them. Not saying you do, but the majority of you do. You guys
Yeah,
fetishize
but
black queer women.
they do. But basically what they would entitle lipstick lesbians. I don't know what the proper phrase is for it now, but no one fetishizes what they call stud lesbians in the black community.
What?
No, I don't
Yes,
see
they
it.
do, Unc. Yes, they do.
Who? Who?
What?
Who
Oh my
besides
Me?
God.
Kodak Black?
Oh
Kodak
my
Black and
God.
young
Oh, Unc, you
Kodak Black, he
gotta
was
get
trying
out
to
more,
get a
Unc.
young MA.
You gotta
Other than
get
that,
out
I
more,
don't
Unc.
see black dudes fetishizing stud lesbians.
I do.
Do you know how many straight black men want to sleep with the brat since 1995? We're not gonna go. Are we
But
really
that's
gonna sit
because
here and be in
the brat
denial?
has actually skirted the line. The brat actually is the female equivalent of a down low male.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
That's sick.
Yeah. From when she dated Allen Iverson and she's pretending like she's not a lesbian. Every now and again you see her dressed up and made up like a girl. Then she goes back to the other side. She's playing DL the whole time, but
This is
nobody's
why older
called her
people
out for
can't be
being
on
really
TikTok,
DL.
bro. I'm not gonna front. Y'all just
Oh
be saying things
no.
to say things.
But
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, it's. I'm
So
gonna
you
be
feel
quiet.
that the brat has been out all of this time?
She's been out as lesbian since the 90s, man.
Nah, bro. She was dating Allen Iverson in the 90s. How was she out since the 90s?
Out as in queer. I didn't say lesbian. I said queer. She's always been queer. She's always been into women. She was not exclusive to any gender.
Bro, I've been a fan of the brat since the 90s. I'm 43 years old. Her first
Damn.
album, Functified, was the first female album that went platinum. Dog, she did not come out back in the 90s. I'm
Oh
telling you. She
man.
didn't. She was
Okay.
dating Allen Iverson. And like I said, she's always skirted the lines. She's always skirted
But,
the lines. She
but
straddled the fence. She's played back and forth. Just like I said, the brat is the female equivalent of a black man being on the DL.
Okay.
but OG, can we acknowledge that there?
I can't believe. Hold on. These idiots in the comment section. I'm not in my 20s. What do you mean I wasn't alive in the 90s? Are you kidding me? OG is only like 9 years older than me.
He said
Like, were
only
y'all
9 years.
stupid? Like, what?
Thank you for saying
Anyway, go ahead,
only
OG.
9 years, like we real close in proximity, babe. I appreciate that.
No, but OG, there's no such thing. And I know you weren't saying this, but there's no such thing as a quote unquote down low black woman. Like even in our community, if we know that
Hey,
a woman is into women and we see her
it's
dating a
cool.
man,
It's
it's
cool with
just like
most
okay,
dudes.
she's dating a man.
Yeah,
But
it's cool with most dudes.
right, we will acknowledge, but we were saying we will acknowledge that woman as bisexual. But
Exactly.
so my question to you is, does a bisexual man exist in the black community?
Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't.
Okay.
Because he faces vitriol. He faces vitriol from both sides, especially black females. Black females say if you do anything with another man, that automatically makes you gay. And they press a hard line with that.
Not all of
You know
them.
what I'm
Not all of
saying?
them say that.
That's what I used to think. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought.
But you
No,
can't
no,
Mhm.
speak
no,
for
no,
every
no, no.
female,
Late,
man,
late,
or
late,
every
late,
woman.
late. Let's not do that. You literally just said that. You literally just said that about 10 minutes ago. Let's not do. That's what
Yeah,
I thought.
that's
That's
I
what you
said
think.
that's what I thought. But
No,
Gen
no, no,
T
no.
just
That's not
explained
what you
it to
thought.
me.
That's what you think.
Gen T just explained it. He said that bisexual means you're attracted to both. And that's like
Okay, but
bisexual.
my point is you and a lot of other black women know what the definition of bisexual means. You know that bisexual means that a man or woman likes both, is attracted to both men and women, but you only acknowledge it when it's a woman. You don't acknowledge it with a man. And you willingly don't
Right,
acknowledge.
right, but it was the stigma. It's the stigma behind it. And of course, like I'm trying to unpack this. I'm trying to learn. So please don't come out at me like I'm sorry, Gen T. I'm still trying to learn.
I'm not
And
attacking you, love.
and
See,
that's
No,
the
one
same.
thing
That's
about,
the
I'm
hold
same
on,
for
Gen T,
Stormy,
I
all of
didn't
Stormy.
us.
say you
Wait.
attacked
Hold
me.
on, No,
I
I know
didn't
you
say
didn't.
you
I know you
attacked
didn't. I
me.
know
That's
you didn't. I
that's
know you
the
didn't.
same for all of us. This is a space where people can be safe. We can have this kind of discourse, especially with me and the young brother, that we can learn some stuff for real. Because we don't have these conversations in the
Yeah,
black community.
I'm not
That's
gonna
why I
say
wanted to jump in and add my 2 cents in so I can learn some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight
I'm not gonna
cisgender, whatever they call male, and I need to learn some stuff about this.
hold on, Lay, let me talk to you real quick. I'm not gonna sit here and dogpile you because you were wrong. Like, I'm not gonna keep sitting here telling you 15 times you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You better stop. No, like you're a black woman as it is, and y'all don't get enough grace for shit. Like, if you say you didn't know, you didn't know. So I'm gonna explain it to you. If I explain it and it resonates with you, hopefully that you know your thought process changes. If it don't, it don't. But I'm not gonna be the type of people that's gonna be like sitting here like jumping down your throat because you didn't understand something that you thought was one way your entire life. I'm not gonna sit here and do that to you. I'm not. At least I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm only here to just to bring the facts. And facts are like, just
Thank you.
because I'm attracted to a man and a woman, it does not automatically make me gay. That's fact. I know it's a hard pill for a lot of people in the comments to swallow, but that's fact. That's something that you're gonna eventually have to get over. That again, that's a you problem at that point. Just like you said, being DL is a DL man problem, right? All right then. So it works both ways, ladies and gentlemen, respectfully.
So, Brother King, with that being said, I noticed that you used the term pansexual. That
Yes.
encompasses a whole different level of sexuality. Can
You
do
want me
you
to you want me to explain it?
yeah, exactly. Can I get you to
All right. So
expand upon that whole thing?
So pansexual is different from bisexual because pansexual has a certain level of inexclusivity. So I'm including trans people, intersex people, non-binary people. Basically, I'm
And
attracted to anything that's a grown adult walking. I don't care
and
if
see that
you're
see not only that, but see the problem with pansexuality, it also encompasses pedophilia. That's the
what.
only problem. Yeah, it does now, and
I
that's
could
No,
say
the
what
hell
one of
it
the
don't. What are
problems I
you
have with it.
talking about?
Yeah, it does encompass pedophilia also.
No, it doesn't.
explain how. So
Yes, it
explain how.
does. Yes, it
Explain how.
does.
Explain how it does.
Because it
Did you
does.
not? Did you not hear what I just
What?
said? I said, no. You didn't even let me
Pansexuality
finish,
not
and you
only
just
encompasses pedophilia, it also encompasses bestiality.
what?
Okay, now you're just
Yes,
saying
sir, it does.
things.
Yeah, now
Yes,
he
sir,
gotta
it
be
does.
trolling,
Okay,
man.
wait, wait,
Like
one
that.
second,
Like
one
I'm
second,
how
not
one
you
second,
gonna
trolling.
one
I'm
second,
tell
one
being
second,
me
serious with you.
one
what
second,
I
one second,
am?
one second. Hey, Chase and Miss Chase and Miss Lee, thank y'all so much for being up here. I want y'all to please say y'all last words, and I'm gonna let
Oh my
Genty and
god.
OG have a one on one. Go ahead, Chase.
Yeah, this is
For
I'm
real.
gonna be right
wow.
back. I'm gonna be
All right,
right
go
back.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
That is such misinformation he just spread. Like I know a lot of y'all not rocking with my rainbow crew, but y'all even know what he just said was BS, right? Like you guys can't be that dumb. Like, did he
That's
not just hear me
ridiculous,
sit
bro.
here and say that me being pansexual, if you are a grown ass adult, I'm attracted to whatever you are. It basically includes trans people, asexual people, non-binary people. It includes everyone that is an adult. What are you talking
That
about?
that was
Hold
Pansexual
on,
your
OG, hold on,
includes
OG. Wait, wait,
kids.
wait.
Like,
Hold
that's
on, OG.
Hold
Wait,
on,
crazy.
OG.
that
let me
Hold
let
on,
you
that's
go.
OG.
your definition of
Okay, wait,
pansexuality.
wait, OG,
But
wait, wait,
that's what it
wait.
is.
Chase. Go ahead and say your last words, brother.
Yeah, gangsta. I'm gonna make it quick. My last words is OG is bugging. I love trans women. I love my gay peoples. If I sleep with one, that don't make me nothing, bro. Stop tweaking over here. Everyone have a good night. I love y'all. OG, go take your medicine.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Chase. Miss Lee, thank you for being up here, ma'am. I appreciate you. Please go ahead and say whatever last words you want to say pertaining to the topic. And then for everybody else, I am going to play the audio one more time for the new people, and then we will resume the conversation between Genty and OG. Go ahead, Miss Lee.
I just want to say thank you for letting me on your panel. I'm sorry again, Gen T. Like, it was no disrespect. I'm still trying to unpack everything that that's going on in that community. So it was really no disrespect. Thank you for
Nah, you
having
good.
me up.
Nah, you good.
Thank you, Miss Lee. I appreciate you. You're always welcome here. You have a good night. All right. All right, y'all.